supply kit.
And they never did that before. Now they're kind of putting billboards up and stuff, so they want to be able to tell us, hey, we warned you.
Yeah,
but they warn you like 2 seconds before they punch you. Watch out! Boom! Yeah, oh, see, I warned you. Look out!
but you know, the FBI and Homeland Security have seen prepping as a sign of incipient terrorism as a matter of policy. In fact, you can get investigated if the federal government notices signs of unusual prepping in your house.
Let's just let them investigate us all then. Nick, go ahead.
Hey, yeah, I'm equally concerned about Trump doing the big brother kind of things, but I think I'm almost more concerned about the after effects, because in the memo he breaks down day by day what he believes Mexico will do, and I'm worried there could be riots from the illegals who can't send their money back. And
no, I hear you, but I mean, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Citizens are being treated like crap. Big corporations on both sides are using people. It's hurting everybody on both sides. We've got to do something. We can't just advertise the world. Forget Mexicans. They always get the main thing because that was the biggest population coming here. Chinese women now are the biggest number to get everything free. They advertise that we're idiots. And they go, well, you just don't like Asians. No, that has nothing to do with it. I'm not going to play race card on that. You know, it's absolute bull. I can't go to China and get stuff for free. I appreciate your call, Nick.
Give anybody anything for free, and it's going to cause a problem eventually.
That's right. I want to talk to Kevin in Colorado. Then we're going to go in order to Frank, Cindy, and Bitter. Bitter Klinger. Go ahead, Kevin. You're on the air worldwide.
Thanks for having me, Alex. I just want to thank you for, I know you don't like being thanked, but I just got to thank you because I'm only like 21 years old, and when I was out of high school, I listened to your show and completely woke me up. So,
well, God bless you, brother. I appreciate you.
Thank you for that.
Hey, we're all in this together. We're like bailing water out of a sinking ship, and you're like thanking me, and I'm like, let's just bail out of here.
Right.
This is actually kind of fun fighting tyrants. I mean, it's better than being a jellyfish.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you feel like you're actually making a difference every day.
Sure. Sorry. Go ahead, Kevin. I'll shut up.
Yeah, I mean, but like you're right though. You know, I had no idea what was going on. So you brought this whole another world on me. So you know, that's why I just got to thank you, and especially Dr. Group too, because I've tried the product. I'm a subscriber to Prison Planet, and I've tried X2, and I've tried Super Male Vitality, and all of it works great. And right now, actually, I'm doing the Living Defense. So I just want to thank you for making these products, and I just got to say to all the other listeners that getting this knowledge and information from both of these, Alex and Dr. Group, you know, it's very important. It's a privilege to get this information. I mean, you know, it's Dr. Group, especially you. You're so wise, and you teach us a lot every time you come on. So I really got to thank you for everything you do.
Well, God bless you, Kevin. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Kevin.
Limbaugh said at a certain point you got to say dittos, but listen. Other people being informed and involved makes a better society and a better future for my children. The globalists love dumb-down people so they can feed on them. I don't want that. That builds a hell. And plus, it just is genetic or spiritual level. It just sounds like bad mojo. Sounds like bad luck. Even thinking about screwing somebody over really upsets me. And it's not because I'm a wimp. It's because I'm wired the way you're supposed to be wired. And so those of us, it's not a privilege, brother. Listen, we're in this together. You are just as important as we are. You're just as informed as we are. Start your own blog. Start your own website. Start your own YouTube channel. Get out there. People need you to warn them in your area as well. We're not the only Paul Revere's here. I love how Matt Drudge used to always tell people in the press and blogs, hey, so I learned he didn't just tell me this. He told so many other people this. You're just as important as the New York Times. Because so many people I know that the alternative media will break some huge thing that could be kind of like, oh, here it is. No. I mean, we are the real media. We're the ones that aren't bought and paid for. We're the ones that just tell it like it is. Doesn't mean we're perfect. You keep us honest. I mean, I make mistakes. I say things sometimes that I later look back on weren't absolutely correct. But it's not done on purpose. It's a lot of times done through fatigue.
It's just about getting the truth out there and devoting and having that passion for change. I mean, for the Constitution, the original Constitution, my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather was the original writer of the Constitution, Pelatiah Webster. It's like I have a devotion. You have a devotion for spreading news. We both have the devotion for getting people better because we know the general plan. We know what's going on.
I hate seeing people get screwed over.
I do, too. I believe in karma. You know,
it's like Nigerian scams. I've now learned, I mean, I knew about it, but it's epidemic worse than Nigerian scams, is it's so-called Playboy gigolo guys who could be like 45, 50, and to 70-year-old women that are like widows or they split families up, and they know how to program them and manipulate them to like trigger a midlife crisis in women. And so there's this epidemic of like guys ripping women off, and their families even go to them and go, it's a scam. They even find out that the guys are a scam because people expose them, and the women get taken. Because, you know, oh, baby, I'm going to come see you, but I need $5,000. Oh, now it's $10,000. It's just like, you know, I tell you, there are women that milk men as well, but it's almost genetically. That's the way it's supposed to be. And I'm not saying that's a good thing. But when I see a man milking a woman, it really gets me pissed. I mean, I'm just chivalrous. I can't help it.
I agree. I mean, or a child or somebody that's, you know, anybody for that matter.
Yeah, Bill Clinton flying around with pedophiles on airplanes.
It's just sick. I mean, you know, that's the whole purpose and the whole reason that we're trying to do what we're doing. Women
love, on average, Bill Clinton and Hillary. They love rapists. They love evil. They love being, because they buy into the glitz. It must all be good. The mainstream told you.
CNN said it was good. CNN said Hillary's up by 6 points just out of the blue yesterday. You know, mainstream media is saying all these things. I tell you, though, I talk to people.
But the New York Times, when Trump was in between marriages, he asked attractive women out. And they went out with him, and he was really nice to them. But he was real confident, and he had girlfriends, and it was just, he was real confident. He just, women, it's targeting women that don't think they're successful to be envious of his lifestyle.
I mean, you look.
Oh, my gosh, he didn't rape women like Bill? He said he treated them super glamorous and took care of them. And women, what a horrible man, Dr. Groove.
What a horrible man. I mean, I don't even know what to say to that one. It's just the main, that's why.
But the story is these modern women don't want to be told, just like the Nigerian scam, when you tell them this guy's a con artist, he ripped off 8 other women, here's his aliases, here he is, because the way you catch him is they do, I know this happened with my friends, they do an image search of the person. Because even though they change their alias, you can do an image search. People save the photos. And then sure enough, there's the con man. And even when it's there, they're like, you're mad. He loves me. Well, have you ever met him? No, but he's coming and he's rich. And he's used the money to get the money out of the account. He's going to give me $1 million. And we're going to, and I'm going to get free health care. And everything's going to be wonderful. We're going to live in a utopia. Obama loves you. You're racist. You hate him. I mean, what do you? I just don't. It's like Kanye West admits he loves pimping his audience. He loves telling him he's broke and raising millions off of him and laughing at him. And he, and it's like YouTube. It admits they love conning their audience, and their audience loves it too. What is the deal with that, man?
What's the deal?
It's leftists, though. They are the idiots.
I'll tell you, one of the deals with it is that the communication has gone away from face-to-face communication, and it's gone to texting, and it's gone to email, and it's gone to online. So people are developing relationships. And the fact of the matter is, Alex, people are depressed, they're unhappy, they're not happy with themselves.
And their husband or wife's telling them how the real world works, and it's real issues. But some fantasy guy texts, we're going to give you free health care. We're going to give you free everything,
It's like the 50 Shades of Grey when that came out, and what it, with the perfect billionaire guy that was so good.
Suddenly women wanted to be slapped around.
And, it's just an altered reality, really. I mean, that's it's a sad thing that's happening all over the place. I mean, it's the best that we can do is just try to help as many people as we can. And
yeah, so they come out with a bondage movie, make it sexy and palatable, and then suddenly mainline shopping malls are selling bondage gear.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't tell you where all that stuff leads or where it goes. The little kids in cages, it's all fun.
Right. And the sad thing about it is women were actually, there were predators like what you're talking about, and women were actually meeting these guys because of the book, because they weren't getting, it was a fantasy, and it was something exciting and something.
Well, no, I mean, and again, it's the left that's generally into that. Because they're not leftists. They're mentally ill scum. And they're 6 times more likely to rob, 6 times more likely not to give to charity. And I don't mean real liberals like yourself. These fake-oid modern weirdos.
That's the world we live in right now. I mean, that's unfortunate. But there are good people out there. There are good people out there, and there's more and more good people. Like the caller earlier, exactly what you said. Every time that someone gets a little more educated, every time somebody gets a little more healthy, or they have one of their symptoms go away, or they
They drink purified water, or they learn to start exercising, and all of it.
They start spreading the word.
This is what it is.
Starts getting out there.
The social engineers wouldn't let parents spank, wouldn't let them discipline, wouldn't let them make the kid walk home from school when they're 10. The government takes them away. Now all these people have grown up, are like 25-year-old Arrested Development kids. They feel like they have no power, and they're taught, go do deviant things, cut your finger off, be tortured. That's how you get power, as being deviant. No, that's not how you get power, being deviant. And let me just say, believe me, I know, okay? I'm not saying I've done a bunch of wild stuff, but I've done more than most, let me tell you. So, I grew up in Dallas. I was a wild child, and I'm telling you, it's not fulfilling. It's not going to help you. And the type of folks, not so much bondage, never been involved in that, but the people into all that stuff are really empty, or they're predator psychopaths that really want to hurt you. And they may not kill you the 5th or 6th time you go over to their house, but they're watching you, they're keeping track, they're finding out if you have family, they're monitoring you, they're thinking about putting you in their freezer. So I'm just telling you, stay away from liberals. They will slit your throat. They tell you all day they want to help you. They tell you all day, I'm skipping this break. They tell you all day they love you. They tell you all day they're the ones that care. They're the ones that have the answers. Look at them. They don't have any answers. They don't produce anything. They're criminals claiming they're philanthropists. They're god-awful scum. They hate black people. Obama massively increasing basically forced abortion in Africa, where they make you have the abortions or whatever. Doubling black unemployment, not visiting black communities, doing nothing, cutting off a bunch of programs. But because they want you even more dependent. They've got you right, and they want everybody in that position. Dr. Grib, we're going to calls, but go ahead.
No, I mean, I don't have anything to add to that, except for the fact that, I think that we've lost the happiness factor. I mean, how many people do you know that are truly happy?
I am. I'm so happy I can't handle it.
Well, here's the deal. I am
crazed, though. Is it the normal thing for a male to be dynamic, crazed, energetic, full of ideas? They call this manic. They call this narcissistic. They call this overly optimistic. This is what built civilization.
It is what built civilization, and for a long time, that's the way it was. But then when you start introducing fluoride, you start introducing all these chemicals. The reason I keep coming back to chemicals, because I've done so many studies, and I'm obsessed with research.
The White House Science Czar wrote an 1,100-page book admitting they put chemicals and stuff to make us dumb.
Right. So it all comes back to, who are you? I mean, are we really like chemical zombies walking around everywhere? I mean, most people don't even know who they are. I would ask people and patients when they came in, what makes you happy? What do you do for fun? And they would just break down and start crying.
It's like, who are you? What's your purpose in life? Where do you think we came from? This is what you should be thinking about all the time. This is what empowers you, is tying into the universe, transcending the fake earth and the globalist fake reality that is meant to keep you from knowing the greater reality.
So I'm like, you can change. There's always hope. All you have to do is just put a little bit of time.
All you got to do is walk out and look at the stars at night and ask God to show himself to you.
It's just like the fear factor with sunlight. Sun is actually good for you. It's healing for you.
And this White House regulations wants to pass a law that it's hate speech, criminal neglect, to tell you that you need 15 minutes of sun a week. He says no sun. And they know that because without sun, you die. And your eyes need sun every day to activate the chemical processes in the brain. Fact.
Absolute fact. Absolute.
I mean, I can be down, something really bad happens, I just go out, lay out in the sun 20 minutes. Boom.
It brings you.
It's a drug.
It is. It's like a drug. If I could take anybody and put them out in a nice area, relaxed setting.
That's why they call it forest bathing now.
Watch the sunrise or watch the sunset. And it immediately calms you down.
It energizes you because it's spiritual. It's a shared experience. We have consciousness and free will. The fact that we can recognize beauty, recognize wholesomeness, is our connection to God and the Godhead. And that's why the CIA funded ugly art and degeneracy, was to make you think that was beautiful, to cut you off from God. It is the experience of beauty, the exercise of will and courage, in the defense of innocence, that is the first step towards your connection, and it is electrical. It's physical, not just spiritual, to the Creator.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, we should be taught, our kids should be taught about this in school, taught about their body, how to listen to their body. We've just been disconnected.
Anytime my family's fighting or having problems, that happen a lot of, if there's a sunset or sunrise going on, I go, come out here and look at this. Just look at this. It's all over. Boom.
Yep. It's amazing when you look at...
And the ancients all knew that. The ancients all knew that. You got up to see the sun.
You sun gazed.
Yes.
Sun gazed was a